This is the video review for Gao Rhino, Gao Armadillo, and Gao Puck. Now, this is a filler piece. I'll explain what this is in a bit. But these guys come from the Power Ranger series Wild Force and the Super Sentai series Hyakuju Sentai Gao Ranger. And these guys are awesome. These guys are the reason why I wanted to get any of the Wild Force Zords in the first place. First off, let's look at Gao Armadillo. He's a very simple figure, but quite nice. He has a nice paint job, and he is basically identical to the Japanese release. These are the Korean versions. And he's just very simple, and he just sits there. Now, he does have one gimmick that is quite impressive. If you pull this out, push this in, and then plug his tail up over his head, he forms a pretty good circle. And he will roll astonishingly well. Press his horn right here. Boom. This surface here isn't quite level, so he will fall over more often than not. On a flat surface like the ground, he will roll really, really well. He is a really nice. This is a really nice gimmick these guys have together. And it comes into play in the Megazord modes, too. I mean, these guys are just perfect for each other. And, like, there are little notches here where you can sit on the back of Gao Rhino. And I just like them together. The purple and the blue are just a nice contrast of each other. A very pastel-ish. Very nice. And now, that's all this guy can do just when these guys are in just Zord mode. You can also have Gao Rhino horn bash this thing, and this thing is a adapter piece so that this guy can be used as legs for Gao Gorilla to make a Gao Muscle Striker. And the reason why is because in that combination you don't use the Gao Eagle Megazord or the Gao Eagle Zord, and instead this takes the place. I've already talked about this in the Gao Gorilla review. Now, this guy has a really cool transformation. I really like it. Now, he has a Korean version, so like this piece here, which would be metal in the... metal in the American and Japanese release, and then so would these right here. There may be other parts that are metal, and I know that some paint wasn't put into place because right here would have had some different metal, so... some different paint, so there are some differences, but for the most part, he is identical. And because he turns into legs, having less die cast is actually a good thing, because the way his leg connects to the torso Zords is a little bit weaker than Gao Bison. Now, transform this thing is so cool. You break this forward, and there are little tabs right here and little clips in there on each side that will do this. And then you'll bring it down, rotate it forward, fold it down, and then fold these up. That forms one leg. Then come here, pull this up. There's a little tab here that goes into a clip there. Bring this around, bring this forward, boom, boom, around, down, and I love that transformation. That transformation is brilliant. But you'll notice that in his foot, there is a bit of a gap. These guys are partners, like I said. You slide this guy in, and it's actually a little bit hard to do sometimes. There we go. Slide them in, and you get two really cool feet. Like these guys are, buddies, like, they're walking along, it's like, hey, you catch a game last night? Sure did. Yeah, I really like the way these work. Now, I'll admit, it is a little bit silly having the armadillo in the foot like this, but it does kind of make sense, because he rolls up, turns into a ball, and then this kicks it. So, it's nice that the weapon storage is really useful. So, it's a little bit silly, but it's also very practical. Now, for posability in this form, you don't really get that much. I mean, you can bend this as a knee. You can rotate up here and bend out, rotate, and a little bit use this as a knee, but because our articulation is asymmetrical, which would normally drive me nuts, except this guy is so cool, you can do a couple things. Like you can tilt to the side and be ready to do a kicking pose or something like that. That works pretty well, especially if... It works pretty well, but you have to have weight on the other side because this joint right here is real loose on mine. You can do stuff like that, but that's about it. I just think that the execution on these guys, how they're just really cool. I really like these guys. And they're better than Gao Bison. I do recommend these. These should be part of any Zord kit you have from the Wild Rangers. So, please don't forget to subscribe if you like the kind of stuff I do. Like I review Power Ranger toys, Macross toys, Transformers, Marvel figures. If you like any of that, please subscribe. Thank you for watching.